5.
Okay, stream seems to be working.
Woo! We're back! Oh yeah! Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode 16 of the Kubuntu Podcast. I'm Rick Tillis and joining me are my usual co-hosts, Aaron Honeycutt and Ovidiu Florin. Aaron, how are you today, my friend?
Under the table.
I'm okay then. I'm taking. I'm not under the table. I am doing good, Rick.
No, just kidding. The stream has a delay, so I saw you under the table when Rick asked, "Where are you? How are you?"
Well, I know Ovidiu's told me to stop calling him Ovidiu because it sounds too much like I'm saying a video. So therefore, I've now got to call him Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh no, sorry, that's from Star Wars. I'm going to call him Ovi.
I have to call him Video.
Anyway, how are you, mate? I haven't seen you for ages.
Which one of us?
Ovi, how are you?
Oh,
He doesn't recognize his name now.
okay, so you're talking to me. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay,
It's flowing. It's seamless.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Actually, I'm having a very energized and energetic day.
That's energetic.
Energetic. Oh, that was it. I couldn't get it.
Cool. All right,
Great
good.
morning,
Well,
great day. Made a lot of progress.
that's
And
good stuff.
just borrowed another oscilloscope to play around with.
Oh, wow, nice oscilloscope. That looks excellent. Right, so I'm going to try to ban myself from saying the good stuff word. I've of course
Why?
said it twice.
Don't.
Because
Don't.
no, Jim's in the chat room counting already. It's a disaster. See whether I can keep it below 10. For this,
Keep what below 10?
saying the word, don't you do it. Stop it already. All right. Good stuff. Okay, let's give you guys a rundown of what we've got in this show today. So a little bit later on, we've got some user feedback. We're going to be checking out some new software in our elevator picks. We've got news from the Kubuntu core team and lots of news and gossip and background from what's been going on at Akademy. So we're going to get you plugged into the Kubuntu Matrix right now. But do remember that you can come and join us here on Big Blue Button. Get involved in the chat. It's IRC chat room, video camera. You can come and even speak to us on the show. You can find out details about that right now at kubuntu.org or come and find us on Google Plus and you'll see all the links are there. Cool. Okay. So let's find out what people have been up to since we saw each other last. And I know we've had a little bit of summer and it's all been a bit disrupted on the schedule. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit more shortly. But Aaron, haven't seen you for a long time. What have you been working on? What have you been doing since I saw you last?
I've made a huge move away from using a desktop computer to just my laptop. Connected to the monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. That's it.
Okay.
It just got to the point where the laptop's even more powerful than the desktop, and it runs Kubuntu better, I think. And
Yeah.
I've been contributing to the System 76 documentation quite a bit.
So the laptop that you've moved to, is that a System 76 laptop, did you say?
No. Sadly, no. No, I was talking about that I had been working on their documentation
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
on GitHub. That's
Okay, so
boring me.
okay, so I'm a bit lost. You have to tell me a bit more. What aspect of their documentation have you been working on? Is this like System 76 user guides or
Yeah.
or
Over at support.system76.com, they have some pages over there for like setting up web camera, HDMI audio, setting up moving the launcher for Unity stuff, and some other stuff on there for setting up your laptop and stuff, and servers and stuff, and installing the NVIDIA drivers. And I've been fixing, adding screenshots and all this good stuff to them.
Wasn't their support site a wiki site?
And it's on GitHub, their GitHub pages, Markdown now.
Oh.
And you can edit the pages directly off their GitHub page.
Pull requests?
Pull requests, yeah.
Awesome.
Super cool.
Now that's an awesome community company.
Yeah, I agree.
Now are we gonna do a sponsor shout out to System 76?
Yeah, we should shout out to them. Maybe they'll give us a hand with something.
Yeah, they have to give us a hand with something first. They've got to give us the goodies. Then when we got the goodies, then we can do some of our professional sponsorship with a voiceover and everything.
You realize that I would be more likely to get it than you because I'm in the U.S. and they're a U.S. company.
Yeah, but that's okay. If they give you a laptop, I'll do a voiceover, and a video will get a new chicken hat with System 76 printed on it.
I can try.
Speaking of hats, where the heck did my hat go? Anyway, I have a monkey hat somewhere.
You've got to wear that on the show. Now that you've told us you have got a monkey hat.
I got it from MailChimp at a conference. It's awesome, but it's hot.
Okay.
Cool. I'll try to find it at some point. It's somewhere. I have an idea where it is anyway.
Okay.
Now point away from me onto that guy.
This guy. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So right. Well, I've got plenty of questions for a video. I'll come to OV in 45 minutes time, but I'll just keep you under a bit of pressure for a moment, Aaron, while Spanish Inquisition. Get more questions coming. So this laptop then, what spec is the laptop that you've got, and why is it? Is the spec much better than the desktop? Why is it you think that the laptop is just better?
The desktop is a custom build that's about 5 to 6 years old, I think, at this point. If you've ever been familiar with the AMD's APU that has the graphics built into the CPU processor all in one unit chip,
yes.
It's the first generation one, and they're on their 5th now. This is how old this is. And I'm moving to an i7 4th generation. It's only 2 years old. So that alone is like a big jump, especially with encoding and stuff for recording game videos and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's getting quite old now, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's moving from a NVIDIA 650 to a NVIDIA 750. That's a big jump. That's a little hop too.
Yeah, Aaron, dude, you look awesome.
I'm what?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. Now we're talking. You got it going on, my man. So, let me take this opportunity to talk about one of our sponsors. Here's the segue music. Okay, let me tell you about Big Blue Button. So, those of you that have attended some of the Kubuntu parties, you'll have seen our Big Blue Button conference and online education service. Video and audio presentation, screen sharing with whiteboard tools, and in fact, those of you that are watching the live stream right now, you can see here is our Big Blue Button conference server. Now, we're really grateful to Fred Dixon and the team at bigbluebutton.org. Go and check out their project. It is open source, and it's a fantastic project for collaborative communities to be able to get together, meet, share and work the way that we are doing in Kubuntu. So we're really grateful because, of course, the guys at Big Blue Button provide this hosted for us, our own Kubuntu conference server that they host for us and take care of all of that kind of stuff. And we've been using this quite a lot for, do you know, it must be almost a year now, I would think, that we've been using this for Kubuntu parties, for the Kubuntu podcast, and also for the Kubuntu Dojo, where we do the Kubuntu Ninja training. So we're very, very grateful for what they have been doing for us. Okay. Now, of course, excellent, fixed, brill. Well done, Ovi. Good job. All right, so now Aaron, the main man, he's got it on. Check him out on the live stuff. Look at this. Forgive me, I know Jim's counting, but Aaron, buddy, whoo, good stuff. Yeah, my man. That's good stuff, good stuff. Oh, yeah. Excellent. And do you know, we ought to, with just a little taster of the sponsorship coverage that we can do for organizations like System 76, laptops you can be proud of. You get that one for free for giving Aaron a pair of System 76 sunglasses. Thank you very much, System 76. Good stuff. Okay. Right. Ovi, what have you been up to since we last then? What have you been doing?
Oh, quite a few things. Mostly I've played around with electronics, and I've been working on my 3D printer more. I finally bought some drivers, but as soon as the drivers arrived at home, I started reading about them, and I was afraid to power them because I found out more things about electronics. And as soon as I saw how they work, and I've got very eager to make my own driver again from transistors. So I got myself a few transistors and organized my transistor collection.
All right.
So they're all organized right now. And I'm gonna build my own driver making 2 H bridges with using these transistors and some other models. That's on the home side and other projects. But besides that, the very important thing related to Kubuntu, I've been to Akademy, which probably I should have started with.
Well, yeah, maybe, but I don't want to get too deep into that at the moment because that's our main segment. So we've got to save that one.
Okay. So I'm just going to tease you with that. I've been there. It was awesome. Ooh.
All right. So, well, of course, I haven't spoken to you very much since I sent you that picture, but of course, I managed to buy you one of those dovetailed saws that you were after.
Ooh, awesome. Yeah.
So, we've got to figure out how I'm going to get that to you over in Romania at some point, but it's safe here. I've got it.
Awesome.
I've got it in a bag down there. So, I managed to pick one of those up for you. Just the power of community, you see. Isn't it fantastic that you sent me a picture and said, do you think you can get one of these from Romania? And I go off to our Sunday market, and there's a guy selling one. And I just thought, I know a bloke who wants that. So that was pretty good.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll talk more about that after the show.
Sure.
Yeah. Besides that, I've started cleaning up my work table space, whatever you want to call it, and work. There's some news about my company. The company where I work for is currently in the process of being bought by Intel, so I will become an Intel employee soon.
All right. So you're going to be very corporate and get all the. You're going to get lots of free Intel stuff. Will we have to have an Intel sponsorship spot on the show?
I don't know. I can't make any promises about that. First, the acquisition has to finish. Then we'll see what happens and where everything goes and all that.
Okay. But you guys are using you guys use Kubuntu a little bit at work as well, don't you? So
I know I'm using Kubuntu. I haven't checked anybody else's computer for what distro exactly they're using. I know one of our test servers currently has Kubuntu on it because it tests GUI stuff also on it, so it needs it needs X, and the guy who set it up, he chose Kubuntu, and we've covered that on a previous show. But on the other side, I see more and more people starting to use Plasma. So regardless, some of them are on Linux Mint, some of them are on Fedora, some of them are on Arch or whatever. But more and more people are starting to use Plasma. I keep seeing Plasma popping up all over the office. So
yeah,
it's a great desktop. I'm happy to see everybody joining in.
Yeah, I agree. It is a great desktop.
And from time to time, they keep bugging me. Hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I set that? How do I set that? Because they know I'm the KDE guy over there.
Yeah, well, so I'm slipping slowly, a gentle segue now into Kubuntu news. I haven't got masses on the show notes list, but one of the things that came up just thinking about KDE and Plasma is, of course, Canonical joined whilst we were away the KDE patrons program, so they've become a KDE patron. Canonical have, which is fantastic news, I think, from KDE's point of view, having that support from Canonical. And I just wondered whether you guys had heard about that story and whether you felt there were any implications for Kubuntu as a result of that. Does that echo a message from Canonical about their interest in the Kubuntu flavor of the distro? Do we read that as supportive from Canonical, them getting involved with KDE, or do you think it's more ordered towards Qt and Qt development? What are your thoughts, Ovi?
Well, I believe their main interest would be to gain more developers into the Qt part. I believe that would be probably their main interest. Well, this is just my personal opinion, so don't quote me on that. But besides that, KDE is a very powerful community, and it has huge projects that have a very big community. Also, Kubuntu is part of the Canonical project collection. So I strongly believe that helping Kubuntu with KDE is also a part of their vision for becoming a Patreon for KDE.
Yeah. What about
so
you?
I think Kubuntu may have some good benefits from that if we ask for them. Because I don't think they're just gonna. We have a Romanian expression: "God gives you, but He doesn't put it in your bag."
Yes, I like that. Yeah, God gives you, but He doesn't put it in your bag. Quite right. What about Aaron? What have you heard? What do you think about this news?
I think it's a lot of self-interest in Qt and Unity 8.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot of self-interest in getting Qt updates faster and fixes faster to help Unity 8 being pushed in the phone and tablet and stuff. I think that's my point of view, personal, no quoting as well.
Sure, of course. Yeah, to be fair, my feelings on that were a similar sort of way, which is what I kind of opened with, which was, obviously there's a lot of interest in Qt and Ubuntu SDK using Qt Creator and Unity 8 and so on and so forth. So you could see where the synergy is there. But it's certainly caused a stir. It's certainly got some PR traction, because I've seen it on a number of news threads where that's come through. The other thing that I saw as well, news from Canonical, was I see that there's a new drone, this AR Parrot drone called the Slam Dunk, I think it is. And this is a daughter board, I suppose, for drones and things like this, or any kind of robotics that allows you to basically put an Ubuntu desktop running on top of that drone. So, and that got loads of news and press coverage and so on and so forth. So maybe we need to do something like that in Kubuntu. Maybe we need to do something with the Sphero Droid project or something to ramp up some PR and get slash dotted. Do you think our Kubuntu.org website would stand up to a slash dotting? What do you reckon, Ovi?
I'm not sure. I haven't really followed the topic with all those machines.
Yeah, cool.
I haven't watched it.
No,
I'm,
no.
What?
What's Aaron saying?
Clive took a screenshot of me and posted it in Delve.
I gotta see that. Oh, I gotta see that.
Live on forever. Crap. What did I do?
Oh,
That's not drunk.
That's not a screenshot. That's a photo of the screen.
Wow.
Whoa.
Felt like
Good job, Clive.
Yeah, you definitely look awesome. Good. Okay, so, well, it's pretty quiet in the news today, but let me fill this section out just a little bit more because one of the things. Did you want to say something then, Aaron? Yeah, man. Jump in.
I forgot to mention something that's important to me.
Okay.
Rick talked about the Ubuntu UBeginner app for tablets and phones and stuff, Ubuntu.
Yes.
Did you hear about the contest that they were doing to converge the apps to use the adaptive page layout just so it looks good on phones and tablets?
No, I didn't hear about that contest.
It had a contest that you had to submit it on Twitter with the hashtag #ConvergeMePlease. And I submitted UBeginner, and I got 5th place.
You got 5th place.
Yes.
So have you done the Converge work?
And the speakers.
And what? You won a prize.
I win prizes. It was supposed to be a Raspberry Pi, but they gave me this because they added pies.
Whoa.
Headphones.
So what are those? What are those?
Headphones, Bluetooth speaker. I have the headphones on right now.
Oh, that's
They're
cool.
Media speakers now. Really cool.
Awesome.
Oh, I bet you're really pleased with that. You should be really pleased with that. Do you know what, mate? Good stuff. You deserve that one.
Jim, plus.
M++.
Very
M
good.
counting
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, that's really good. That is really good. So you just tweeted Converge Me Please, or have you had to do work on your UBeginner app to implement convergence by changing the layouts or updating it in some way?
Well, I already had implicated adaptive page layout before the contest. I just entered mine. I already had it. You had to have it to submit the app, but I already had it, so I just submitted it to the contest.
Got you. Okay, right. So you already had it built in.
Second place, because I wanted me an M10 tablet. I'm jealous of Rick's.
Yeah.
You want to put Ubuntu on it?
What?
Do you want to put Ubuntu or Kubuntu on it?
Well, I have you on the M10.
Yeah.
I probably do what somebody put Ubuntu Mate on it in a virtual machine, basically. I would probably try to do Kubuntu and a VM on it. And see if it breaks it. Oh boy.
Yeah. So Well, I suddenly realised that, because, well, I'll just mention what I've been up to before I talk about the summertime as well. But over the summer, I've been very busy family things, and don't get so much time to spend on community things. But I'm still working on Kubuntu Packages Guide, although I've not sent any pull requests to you just yet, Aaron, but it's still work in progress, and I'll continue to work on that. I've worked on another Ubuntu phone app, an app called Slithero, which connects to a game called Slither.io. My daughters love playing this Slither.io game, and they were saying, "Oh, well, we can't play it on the Ubuntu phone," and I thought I can't let that go along too far. So I sat down and figured out how to get that working as a web app, and put that in the App Store. So now my girls can load Slither.io on their Ubuntu phones, and they're all happy again. And so that was good. And in the background, I'm working at the moment on a new Ubuntu phone scope. So which is a little bit more challenging, because this is a phone scope in C++. But I'm making some good headway with it. But I'll keep it under wraps until I've got it done and released on the store. So keep an eye out here, and hopefully maybe by next show, if things progress the way they are, maybe I'll have something released and I can tell you guys a bit more about it.
I've tried that. I just cannot. I don't know enough C++ to do it. Not to mention my Ubuntu SDK is broken.
Yeah. I've got it working. I've got that working.
I don't think you should say that on the live feed.
Well, I've got Ubuntu SDK working really well from Kubuntu. Okay, so I've got it all installed on Kubuntu, and even down to plugging my phone and my M10 in, and it'll boot up, it'll load whatever I'm building, build it, deploy it to the M10, fire it off, do this, and run it to do the same thing with the phone as well. It's all working great, so I'm very happy with that. One of the things that our audience are probably wondering is where we kind of all got to, because it was very quiet since the last show, and there's been weeks of distance that have gone between us. Now,
yeah, we know. Rick, we were all pissed because Rick, where's Rick? He's not answering. He's postponing the show. He's not doing anything. We can't forget him. He's not. Is he coming? He's not coming to Academy. What's happening? We all got to Academy and we were like, hey, is Rick coming or not? I have no idea. We asked each other, and eventually we sent Rick a few messages, and he answered in a couple of days, something like that. Where is he?
Yeah, I kind of what's the word? So my family my family didn't want me to go to Academy, and they sort of said, look, this is our summertime, we're on school holidays, and what are we supposed to do while you're off in Germany? And they made me feel really bad and made me feel really guilty, and there was a bunch of things that I kind of really needed to sort out too, and I just thought, I got to put my family first. And during the
I have a proposition for you how to solve that problem.
Uh-oh.
Get them to be Kubuntu contributors, and then they can also get sponsored to come with you to Berlin.
Now, my mindset was going real dark on that one.
What? What did you think I was gonna say?
Usual get rid of the problem.
What?
Yes. Yeah, okay. Aaron's got a really good idea. So I'm resigning from.
No! Don't do that.
Oh no, not do that. Oh, okay, right.
Then you're gonna then I get labeled as an associate. I don't want to be in that one.
No, I'm absolutely sure you don't. No. So, but anyway, the short story is that for all of us during the summer period, of course, we all got commitments and things that we want to do, and I think it's easier to do things like the Kubuntu parties and the Kubuntu podcast and even the dojo during the autumn months and into the spring, because there are less outdoor activities to do, and so on and so forth. So really, we're just kind of victims of being busy people. And I think what's true is that if you want to get something done, ask a busy person to do it, and that's we have a saying here in the UK like that, and similar sort of for us guys. So we haven't wandered off anywhere. We've not kind of lost our impetus with Kubuntu. We've just kind of got family stuff to do and all that kind of stuff that's going on, and a lot of commitments and responsibilities that need to be taken care of. It doesn't mean that we love you in the Kubuntu community any less. Okay.
And just as a reminder again for the whole community, because we had some discussions on some social media platform, we are still all just volunteers. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this because we like doing this. But if you come and start demanding stuff to happen, it's a duocracy. If you want something to be done, you can help us. You can do it.
Yes, completely echo that. In fact, it's words like that. It's understanding that Kubuntu is a duocracy. Come down and get involved, because that way you can feel the good stuff that's going on.
Jim, go up.
There he is. Woo. Okay, I got to be careful. I got 3 more. I only got 3 more that I can put in there, so I got to be really careful with those.
Rick, remember we said that we're gonna watch the podcasts at Academy and we're gonna drink every time you're gonna say good stuff?
Oh yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say nothing more about this.
Okay. Be careful. I'm the Welsh champion 2016 in kickboxing now. Be very careful. Is that true, Jim? Are you the Kung Fu Kid? He says, yeah, he is. Yeah. Well, the Welsh are all, I mean, anybody can kick the Welsh in.
Is that your weight or your opponent's weight?
So plus 75 kilos. Wow.
Okay, should we get to the elevator picks?
Yeah, absolutely, we should do. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was being distracted there. But congratulations, Jim. Welsh champion 2016. Good stuff. There you go, my man.
Got 2 more.
Oh, video.
Okay.
So, okay, guys, here we go. Let's move into elevator picks and see what we've been looking at since we caught up last. Ovi, what have you been looking at?
So I'm using a ton of software everywhere and everything. But what I would like to show you in particular right now would be a system monitor that is developed by the KDE community. Should I just show it to you?
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay, here you go. So this is the case system monitor. I'm showing you my entire desktop. Which by default, it's in Romanian. I forgot to switch the language. Oh, sorry guys.
Hey, don't worry.
I'll just translate. You can see my mouse, right? Processor history, memory and swap history. But you can network history. You can pretty much guess what each of them are. And as you can see, there are parts that aren't translated, like sending, receiving, memory, and other parts. There are parts that aren't fully translated. So what makes this monitor so great, besides having these graphs where you can see how all the CPUs are used or how much memory is used or network or all of that, you have tabs up here. First tab is by default is the processor, the processes. Rick, help me.
Processes.
Processes. Okay, thank you.
Processes.
And here you can see all the processes that are currently running. Sort them by whatever you want. Find one, kill them. Let's see, who should I kill over here? I don't know. I'm not going to kill any of them. But you have the kill button right here, or you can right-click and set a priority, send a different signal than normal. Well, you can send kill, or you can send term. signal, just to make sure that the process actually is going to die. You can show the window from that process or jump to the parent process or whatever. You can sort the processes in different orders. You have a quick search for whatever you want. For example, let me search for plasma because I see plasma and I see system D. Why? Because if I'm going to go to tree view, you're going to see that plasma is started by KRunner, which is started by KD init, which is started by system D. So you would see them both.
Okay.
Another thing, this is the default view. As you can see, I have 3 more tabs up here. The other tabs I created myself. So this is a memory tab where I have RAM and swap separately, application memory and cache memory. You can add you can create your own view and add in that view whatever you want. Let me try zooming in a little bit so you guys can see better. Where is the mouse? Oh, yeah, sorry, can't zoom in. Later, next time. Okay, so here's the memory view. Here's a separated CPU view where you can see all the CPUs in separate views. What I needed this for was the weight load, because I had some very hard disk intense applications running or under development, and I needed to see if any CPU is currently under I/O weight. And that's why I also have the hard disk totals, which shows me the reads and the writes for the hard disk. So how would you make a new one? You would just click File, New Tab, choose the number of rows, the number of columns, give it a name. I'm just going to give it foobar. And the update interval. There, you have the 3 views. I closed this because I don't really need it, but by default you would have it open. Basically, there's an invisible bar right here that you can drag it all the way to the edge and hide it or bring it back up. And in here you can search for what I'm gonna go by trial and run because I don't know what's translated and what's not. So free memory up there. Which type of graphic do I want? Digital view or graph, linear graph or bar graph or file log. I'm going to go with digital view. So this is basically, you can see here, tooltip localhost mem/physical free. And I believe this is in bytes. Free memory, no, you can choose different colors. I want blue, because it looks pretty, and then I have some swap, and I want to see the used swap, and I'm going to show here a bar graph, which is nothing right now. I'm going to show used memory, and I'm going to choose here another bar graph just to show you something different. I think you can also, and you can put multiple views next to each other if it's like this, or I'm going to delete this view. I'm going to take the used memories application and choose linear graph. I'm going to take a used memory total. It's going to add this graph. I'm going to use the cache memory, add it in there. You're going to see 3 lines. They're all in the same one, but each one has its own value. So you would see here on the side, you can see the values. Okay. If you move the mouse, you can see the location. You can see the actual values of each one on a tooltip. I hope the resolution is fine and people can read this on YouTube. Okay, but this is just for memory. You have a ton of sensors, log files, hardware sensors, disk throughput, partition usage, system, which has whatever, ACPI, a lot of things, and you can keep adding them. And another good thing is you can import and export. Well, save. For example, I can download new files. Simple read and write disk information made by John Tapsell. Okay, I have this installed. and I believe this is the one I already have set. If you want to, you can import a new one if you have it from someone or you made one and saved it somewhere. And it still has a ton of other configuration that you can just go around through this. Okay, this is a new setting I haven't seen before. Monitor remote machine. I have no idea how this works, but this functionality sounds awesome. I'm definitely going to try this out.
Yeah,
This,
that does
this,
sound.
yeah, you can monitor pretty much any machine you want. But that's oh yeah, that's on a new tab. See, this is so you have a different menu entries depending on what tab you are. These are custom tabs made by me, but if I'm going to the default system tab, you cannot export this one apparently. And you can rename them, you can change their interval and all that. Okay, I've stayed too much on this topic. It's an awesome app, and I recommend it to everybody who wants to see how their system works. Okay, back to
Yeah,
you guys.
good. I don't think you did stay too long on that, actually. I think you covered that quite rapidly, and there's quite a lot going on there. And I think people watching and listening that back, especially if they can get K-System Guardian up and running and then listen to what you were talking about, play around, you can see you can do quite a lot with it. It's very powerful piece. So that's really good. Um, okay. Thank you very much for that, Ovi. What, what have you got for us today, Aaron?
Hold on, let me load. Wait, where's the thing? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna load a picture. If anybody's into Minecraft, anybody heard of it? Where's that?
Yes, I've heard of Mycroft.
So my friend gave me some what you call it, Intel Nook that he was not using, that his company was getting rid of. And I've decided, and it had the Visa mounts and everything that you can mount it to the back of a monitor. And I decided to make a Minecraft unit out of it. Anybody can see
Wow.
that?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
Is it? Did you see the wall on the?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see the wall?
we can see the picture.
All right, so here's the drawing. So inside of here, can you see the black pencil?
Yep.
That's the little nook right there, the computer.
Okay.
16 gig M2 drive in it. I mounted a computer monitor speaker right here so you can hear it. And then above it, there's a microphone plugged into it. And all the cables are being held down with cable ties, screwed into the wall a little bit, to make them all neat. And it's in my living room, so you can ask Minecraft questions and stuff.
Ooh. Now that sounds awesome. Aaron, would you mind telling our audience what Minecraft is? Some people might not know that.
Minecraft is an open source artificial intelligence endeavor. It got started on Kickstarter, and they're making units that are gonna. Let me see. I have the picture of it somewhere. They're making units with Raspberry Pi 2s, I believe, inside of them. That should be shipping soon, actually. Here's Minecraft. And the
Which
face
looks
will light up
really
and change and
nice.
stuff. How does it look, Rick?
I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, the eyes are supposed to blink and stuff. I think they've had a little bit, few changes on the design of the face, but it's gonna basically that. And it's open hardware too, so you could take it apart, and there's just a Raspberry Pi 2 inside of it. It's hooked up to everything. So it's like a hacker's playground right there.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
showing
put
off
some.
right now the presentation video.
So the person
Yeah.
who's asking about a Minecraft app for Kubuntu, there already is a Qt application for it in one of the Slack channels where Minecraft has. It's actually on GitHub. Actually, I'll send the link in the show notes. If I could put this back.
So
There you go.
basically, people can I'm so if you're looking on YouTube right now, you can see the Minecraft video which I'm showing off. You can see how you can communicate with other Minecraft machines in the house, and they can control various devices. For example, right now this girl told the Minecraft machine to load some TV show, and it's starting. So, and you can ask it for weather, you can ask it for your calendar or whatever you want.
What's interesting, well, that if you're talking about what video I think you're talking about, they're showcasing like loading a Netflix show up, also starting a Bluetooth speaker, playing a playlist of 80s music. I haven't seen too many of that in the specs yet, but they already have a MSS and call features they're building already for it. So I imagine you can ask it to call and text people. The documentation and stuff and all that, everything's on GitHub. I'll throw links in the show notes and stuff.
I've also donated some money, but a small amount for their campaign. So I'm also in the loop with everything they do, and I think it's an awesome project. I'm so happy they made it open source and anybody can contribute to it. Or yeah, this is the open source logo.
I've contributed to the manual.
Awesome.
With pull requests on GitHub.
Oh, Dan, you're busy. You're a busy guy with the documentation, Aaron. Good work. I've got Jim on his toes there.
So now you see it open right now. So it's powered by a Raspberry Pi, and everything is connected to the interface in that box they made.
I see a clock, unless the feed on YouTube is really delayed.
Yeah, it's quite delayed.
Actually, the live button is off right now.
Well, you should click it to make it on.
Oh.
I think this is the development team, and
now I see it. I don't know why that disabled. Weird.
so this is their Indiegogo campaign video.
Well, I've had a look around on GitHub at their code base, the Minecraft code base, a little while ago, probably a couple of months ago now, because I was looking at perhaps building it myself to play around with it, and also kind of maybe I considered briefly maybe even trying to hack on it a little bit. But what I did find was that the developer docs were really good, and the code documentation was really good as well. And when I say really good, I mean it's really professionally laid out and put together, and it kind of really does tell you what the code is doing, and you can see, it's just got really, really great in-code documentation, in my opinion, what I'd seen and what I looked at. So it's definitely a project to go and have a look at, even if you just want to go and see how to set out a project and how to approach your documentation and the layout and organization. It's really professionally well structured, so it's a good job.
It's all in Python too. There's even an Android
Python 2, so it's in Python 3.
Python, as in it's written in Python as well. I mean.
Yeah, but I asked Python version 2 or 3.
No. 2 is in TO, not TWO.
Yeah. As in it's in Python also, so that's an extra benefit. Yeah. Cool. All right. So well, let's move off the app picks. I'll just say that I've been using Sound Converter. It's great, but I don't want to cover it here right now because we've used quite a lot of time, and I don't want to miss out time talking about our next section, which is the In Focus section. This is all about Akademy. So, what's been going on at Akademy, and tell us all about your time there, Ovi.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been there.
Ha 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 ha. Look, I've got to wipe the tears from my eyes. Your jokes are so funny. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, you're making me sad now because, of course, I didn't go for reasons stated earlier.
I didn't go
So
either.
this is your opportunity to
We're
make
in the
me
boat
and Aaron
together.
feel as though we're even more left out because, of course, you did get to go.
We're in the boat.
Okay, I'll tell you more about it. Okay, so I was just teasing you a little bit while I was opening up the agenda again. So we had an agenda set up for what we wanted to do there. Let me start by making an introduction. So, Akademy is a conference that takes place once a year, every year, and it's the place to go for KDE developers. And when I say developers, I don't mean just the software engineers or software coding guys. I mean, everybody's a developer in the KDE community. If you're a translator, if you're a designer, if you're a how do you call that? Those guys that do voiceover.
Why don't you say KDE contributor?
Because every type of contribution that you bring to the KDE community and to the KDE projects makes you a developer. Because you're helping developing that application. You're helping to develop that application. And you can help to develop an application or a project, not just by writing code. You can help it in a whole bunch of ways. For example, one of our most experienced community members, Valerie, which she's going to listen to me right now and complain about something that I said wrong on YouTube. She is our documentation maintainer. And she is also our community maintainer. So she takes care of people, and she takes care of people knowing where to find stuff and people knowing how to do stuff and all that. She doesn't write code, and she doesn't translate because she's an American and she speaks mainly English. So. And that's her main language. So translating from her main language to foreign one, I don't think that would be very handy for her. But she doesn't do those things that most people are accustomed to being considered as development. But she does a whole lot of other things. She's an admin at Google Summer of Code and at KDE Summer of Code. I don't want to talk just about Valerie. I just gave her as an example, and I don't want Valerie to hit me on the head with something I said that she does and she actually doesn't, or the other way around. So there are plenty of people that are in the KDE community and they contribute in various ways. And according to our promo video that we did last year, everybody is a developer, including people who complain about bugs on the bug tracker, because they are also helping KDE make better products. Okay, now back. Akademy is a yearly event where KDE developers meet to discuss projects, to work on projects, to know each other, to have fun a little bit or a little more, and just hang out and see what comes out. Usually after an Akademy conference, many projects get huge pushes, huge new features that have been held, let's secret-ish. They are being announced. For example, big news that were announced right now at this Akademy was the KDE store. If you guys haven't heard about it, that's because it's new. So I guess most of you guys heard about Free Desktop, the Free Desktop project, and the KDE Look, KDE Apps websites. Do you know about these? About these websites? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
These sites were previously owned by I forgot by whom. They were owned by someone. And Valerie is complaining about something right now on Telegram. I'm sure I said something wrong.
No, she's supporting what you said. Valerie actually says, she said, Academy grows our bonds of friendship and pushes us ahead technically too. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. I just read Clive's message in the notification, which says, "Oh, Clive Joe watches Ovi dig a big hole." So I was kind of worried. What did I say? Clive
No,
Joe, give him more shovels.
it's really good. It is really good to hear somebody speaks about somebody in the community like that, and because that's really positive. And I completely agree with everything you said about Valerie. She's lovely, and I think we all think she's fantastic.
Big
But
hugs
anyway,
to Valerie.
yeah, we love you, Valerie. We really do. Keep going, Ovi.
Okay. Uh, so the free desktop website where you could download stuff for improving your desktop, and the KDE look site and the KDE app site, all of those were owned by some project or some company. I forgot their name, and for me personally, it's not really relevant right now. Well, those were sold or given or donated, I'm not sure, to the KDE community, which is represented by the KDE EV, which is an organization in Germany that makes sure KDE is kept alive and open source and free forever. Okay. And they made some partnership with a company to create a new website, new platform actually, called the KDE Store, where everybody can submit their creation, which can be some Plasma widget, which can be some wallpaper, which I believe can be also some notification sounds or whatever. It's a KDE Store. I think even applications you can submit in there. It's like an app store or like Google Play. Basically, it's something like that. And
Yeah, okay.
it's being hosted by a company which is partnering right now with KDE. KDE EV has entered a contract with Pling, a sister company of Blue Systems, who runs the KDE Store service on behalf of KDE. So thank you, Clive, very much for clarifying that. So that's the KDE Store, which it's an awesome idea. I would really love to show it to you guys right now. If you just go to store.kde.org, and I'm gonna screen share and move this away. So this is the KDE Store, which new doc plasmoid. You can see the score. You can see who created it. So these are applications, I think, or plasmoids or some stuff. Most downloaded. On the side, I can go look for, let me see, SDDM themes, Plasma splash screens, Plymouth themes, icon themes, mouse cursors, emoticons, Amarok themes, whatever, wallpapers. Yeah, I think more categories can be. Sorry, I think more categories can be added whenever necessary.
Now,
and you have wallpapers here. But what I wanted to show you guys was, in specific, this is the wallpaper. You can go to files and download this. It says install. But it's a project. It's a product. It has versions. You would be able to see different versions of it, and you would see supporters. You can be the first to donate. I think you have to log in in order to donate. I'm not sure. But basically, you can sell stuff on the KDE Store. So you can also get some retribution for the work you've done. So designers, this is a great place for you guys.
Oh, yes. We need to tell Andrea DeSato about this.
He's listening. He's talking on YouTube right now, on the YouTube chat. I know he's listening.
He needs to get some of his artwork on here, because he's done some really great wallpapers and things like that, which would be really good.
No, Clive says something again I forgot to say. Yeah, Clive says 100% of the money goes to the developer. So there's no third party and 15s and 20 and parts of that being split to go to someone or to Big Brother or to whoever. Everything goes to the developer.
Okay. So now I saw some links to this, and I'm really glad that you explained it and directed us at it, because I saw some, and because it said store, I kind of ended up thinking it was going to be like an Amazon shopping experience or something. And so I went along and I looked at it, didn't get it. I just thought, I don't understand what this is doing. And then I only looked for about 10 seconds and thought, oh, I'll go away. But now that you've explained it, and I've come back, and you explained it in the context of saying, hey, do you remember freedesktop.org? And, now I get what it's doing. These are, obviously all kinds of extensions and new shiny items that you can get for your KDE desktop.
And another thing, for example, Clive just reminded me of another thing. Scarlett, our developer. Give me an adjective, guys.
Developer.
I wanted to say something more than developer, but okay. She's right now creating some snaps that she wants to publish on the store. So applications would be containerized and available on the store. And other people can do that as well. So the store is available for anybody who wants to develop something and make it available to the people.
Got you.
Okay, let me get back to the Academy agenda right now. So this year Academy was, I'm tempted to say by coincidence, but I think it was actually planned, was held at the same time or in conjunction with QtCon, which is a conference dedicated to Qt, the Qt framework and the Qt community and the Qt project. And so the whole event took about 9 days. There were 4 days of QtCon, 4 days of Academy, and actually 5 days of Academy. But for me, it was 8 days because I left on the last day because that's why. So the first 4 days were just conferences, which are all available online, and I think you can find them on YouTube. Also, you can find Sebastian Krugler's presentation about KDE Store. He talks much more clear than I did about it. So please check that out. And you can find a whole lot of other presentations about applications, about software, about hardware, about a lot of things. There were some booths there, people from companies that work with Qt or work with C++. There were people sitting on the floor, sitting on tables, sitting on chairs like normal people, with their laptops in their lap or on their table in front of them or whatever, and everybody was hacking. So there were people hacking, there were people participating at the presentations, there were people discussing about various things. It was crowded. It was crowded over there. One thing that I don't want to forget, it was at the beginning of the event, the first day. I'm going to turn off the notifications because I guess you can also hear the beep on YouTube. The first day of QtCon was a training day where people could sign up for some training, and for a specific class. There were some classes, and you could sign up for various classes. I signed up for the CMake class because I really wanted to dive into CMake more and more. And it was very enlightening for me because I thought I knew some things about CMake, and I learned more things over there and got more confidence in reading the CMake manual, which until then I thought it was a whole mess, because until the course I thought the manual was a mess, because you have the definition of every function, of every variable, have them defined there and everything. But I never understood when and how to use them. So it's like learning a new language and you just get a dictionary. That's how I felt with CMake until that course. So I can understand every word, but I have no idea when to use and how to use every word. So that course really opened up a lot of things for me. Okay, back to the event. So after QCon ended and during it, me, Clive, and Philip, we sat down together at the table and we didn't participate in all presentations. We sat down at the table and hacked on all sorts of things, mostly packaging stuff. I don't want to dive too deep into that. You can go on my blog. I wrote a blog post for each day, and you can see some stuff that I've done together with the Kubuntu community. But after QCon ended and Academy officially started, we had the BOFs, which were BOFs for all sorts of projects. A BOF is a birds of a feather meeting where people interested in the same project meet and discuss or hack or whatever. I participate. What I want to talk about right now were the Kubuntu BOFs, which was about a 5-hour session or more, which that was official, because besides that we just hung out on the hallway at a table and kept on hacking and discussing and all that. We on our agenda was to discuss various things. Clive wanted to get the daily ISOs working again. I'm not exactly sure how that ended because I don't know. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to everything. Everybody was involved in everything they wanted. So, Clive, if you're listening in right now, could you tell me, please, about the ISO thing? Did you get that solved or something? Oh, regardless, you're going to tell me later anyhow. Clive also wanted to discuss about getting our packaging docs onto the Wiki2Learn infrastructure because it's a wiki, it's easy to maintain, and it's pretty and easily accessible for new contributors, easy to read and all that. He discussed with the Wiki2Learn people, and there was some initiatives into doing that. Valerie wanted to proofread blogs and dot stories about Kubuntu and write a few of them, which she actually did quite a few of them. Every time we were all hacking, Valerie was on her laptop proofreading and correcting grammar and typos and all whatnot other people wrote. Philip wanted to brag about him being the release manager and how much he wants to do this forever and forever and forever.
Good one. I see what you did.
Yeah. Okay, and I wanted to do a few things. I wanted to finish up all the podcast show notes. Because we migrated all our show notes on the website, and we are not using Google Docs anymore to publish our show notes. That's why, Rick, I created a document that is called Notes for the Next Show,
Yes, I saw that.
which I added a big red title on it, which says, "This document is used before and during the show. The show notes will be written based on this document." And what I thought when I created this was we would use this during the show because it says this document. And when it's done, we just strip it of all the show information because we're moving it on the website, and then we reuse this document again. What did Rick do at the beginning of this show? He copied the document, made a new document, and I was all looking all stupid. Why does this document have no content? And then I saw Rick duplicated the document and created a new one called Show 16, and then he wrote everything in there.
Yeah, man. Good stuff.
Okay, getting back. I wanted to clean up some website stuff. There were some articles here and there that needed some typos fixing or some updates or whatever. I wanted to write something on the packaging doc. Wait, I didn't write this. Who wrote this on the agenda? I don't remember finishing up the packaging docs. I don't remember. I might have, but I'm not sure. But the main thing that I wanted to do there was to go over Trello. Trello is the application that we use, the web application that we use to organize the tasks, pronunciation.
Pass.
You can
Well,
say tasks if you like. You sound
okay.
like you come from Cheltenham.
Okay, Rick, how do you pronounce it?
Tasks.
Okay, Aaron, how do you pronounce it?
Pass.
Okay, that's pretty similar. Not what I expected. Okay, whatever. Tasks. Okay, fine. Tasks.
But the Queen of England would pronounce it tasks. I say, my man, take on some tasks, would you? And bring some tea to the garden.
I'm not sure. That's why I keep getting lost into how to pronounce things, and that's why I keep asking for feedback on it. Okay, so historically, Trello was split into multiple boards, one for each release, and an extra one for special cases. And each board has a couple of lists, and each list has cards, and each card has checklists or comments or attachments or whatever. If you know what Trello is, awesome. If you don't know, it's a Kanban style to-do list. So we still had, from historical reasons, we still had a few boards open with cards all over the place. And what I wanted to do was reorganize everything, which we started this reorganization some time ago, reorganize everything into a single board and clarify each card and use labels and use tags and use assignments and all that. And I wanted to clean up everything and be as efficient as possible. So first thing was take every card with every to-do list, with every task, take each one of them, go through them, and with everybody who was there, go through them, see if it's still valid or not, and then move it to an appropriate list. Right now, and I would really like to show you guys this, right now it's organized. We have a wish list of things that we would like to eventually do, but they're not really urgent to be done, so they can be postponed until one of us really wants to do one of those things, or there's a new contributor that knows how to do one of those things better than we do, or whatever. Something that we might do someday and we'd like to do it someday. We have a to-do list with cards that these should be done as soon as possible, as soon as we can. We have a doing list, which are things that are currently being worked on. We have a review list, which are things that have been done and we need them to be reviewed before we consider them finished. We have a list of ideas for podcast topics. Hey, look, CuteCon Academy. Most definitely be covered in show 16. Okay, we've just covered it, so I can close this card. Hey.
All right, that's good.
Done. And we have a list with website feedback. A lot of feedback we got about the website and how to improve on stuff or how to fix bugs or whatever there are on the site. And all that. Right now, I shouldn't have shown you that. Whatever. We had a few boards that belong to the Kubuntu organization. Right now, this is the only board. And you can see the URL here, or you can ask for it. It's public. Anybody can see what's happening over here. Only members can actually interact with it and change stuff. If you want to do that, come here and join us and contribute with whatever you want to do. We have room for developers, for software writers. We have room for translators. We have a whole lot of room for packagers. And whatever.
And
if you want to help in any way to Kubuntu, there is something to be done. So if you want to do anything and you don't know how to do anything and you want to help, just come here and ask and say, hey, I don't know how to do anything. I want to help. Tell me what I can do. And we'll show you. Rick is organizing the Kubuntu dojos, where you can learn packaging and whatever he's been training over there. Sorry, Rick, I haven't attended those. I've been really busy.
All right, don't worry. It's okay. So cool. So cool. But yeah, we are doing them, and there'll be announcements about the next one soon. But I wanted to get the Kubuntu packaging documentation together first, so that we can work from there. So yeah, there's more on that. But this looks
Okay.
great, by the way. This Trello board, I've just looked through it now, and you've done a really great job of video. Good stuff.
And whenever I don't I have a white night and I can't sleep, I just go through it again and see. Oh wait, that was done like that. Doesn't need to be done again. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, people are woken up by Telegram notifications. Oh, video updated that in Trello. Oh, video updated that in Trello. Archive the card, commented, check that or whatever. And I usually have these sessions of 1 hour or something, and everybody gets spammed with Trello notifications that I clean up stuff, or I organize, or I finish stuff, or whatever. Yeah. So that. Besides that, this academy, I've started something that I've attempted to start last academy, but due to some reasons I'm not going to go into right now, I haven't. So I've started right now deploying a Poodle server for KDE, and which I hope and I believe we will also be using for Kubuntu, which is a translation platform where people can contribute translations or suggestions as translations for the KDE software. And I'm hoping to get that finished as soon as possible. And I'm quite a bit under pressure for this because it's on a DigitalOcean droplet, and DigitalOcean has sponsored KDE with some credit, and that credit is being used for this. So basically, I'm viewing it as KDE is paying for it, so I have to finish it fast. Okay. And also, I'm documenting everything. Yeah, you've seen my desktop. I have a ton of tabs over here. Some of them are related to that. Some of them are not. Ooh, one more thing that I really want to show you guys before that. Before I finish the in focus section, KDE is going to turn 20 in 14th of October or something like that. I'm sorry if I don't know the exact date. Wait, I can find it out. Just click on this link and I will see. Yeah, KDE 20th anniversary is on 14th of October 2016. So there are going to be parties all over the world. If you guys want to join one, or if you guys want to organize one, there's a wiki page where you can find out all about that. But for that wiki page, it's easier for me to just tell you where to look for the link for it. So go to timeline.kd.org. I'm going to post this link right now. Where should I post it? I'm going to post it here in Big Blue Button. I'm going to post it in YouTube. And I'm going to post it on Telegram on the Kubuntu Podcast channel. And I have no idea what people were talking about here because I saw lots of messages. And YouTube doesn't let me send links. Sorry, guys. Timeline.kd.org. Go in there. You will see everything. You will see KDE's history, how everything began. This has been translated already to Portuguese, Spanish, and ZH. Whoa. So I'm gonna guess this is some Korean or something. Here, take a look. So this is the KDE timeline website, 20 years of KDE, and you will see what happened when, and more details about all that. Okay, I'm not gonna show you everything. You can filter through just a few events if you want to. You can switch languages, go to Portuguese, English, or I guess this is Korean, but I'm not sure because I have no idea how to differentiate Asian languages.
Where's this timeline you're talking about?
Timeline.kd.org. And right now here in the KDE notes, I have the timeline translations for Romanian under works. I'm hoping to finish this as soon as possible. Yay! I
Excellent.
guess.
All right. Well, that sounds really good. Well, I mean, we could, of course, we could hold a Kubuntu party on Friday, the 14th of October. That's a possibility. We could do one of those parties here in Big Blue Button, which would be pretty cool. Maybe we could do something like that. I'll look into that a little bit more and see where we get to. But it looks fantastic. The timeline looks really good, and we've got to do something. So I think there's a piece of me that quite likes physical parties as well, especially for things like this. The sort of thing. Oh yeah, let's pick some central point for the UK folks. Pick some central point in the middle of UK, and we'll all travel there and get together and have a party. But maybe it's easier just to do a Kubuntu party in Big Blue Button, and that would be good, and we could have a lot of fun. Anyway, I interrupted you. So, was there any other news from Academy, Ovi?
Well, I think I've pretty much covered it. Well, there are a ton of things happened. So, in order to find out what happened at Academy, it will take you more than the amount of time Academy took to find out everything that what happened over there, because there were a ton of people working on 2 tons of things, or more than 2. So many things happened. You can see there are. You can follow on Twitter. Search for the Academy or CuteCon tags. Search. There are blog. Go planet.kd.org. And there you'll see the blog posts feed of everybody who participated at Academy. You'll see what everybody did. There's also the go to Academy. Yeah, basically that. Go to academy.kd.org, and there you will find the list of the event schedule and see what took place and where. And from there you can I think you can also find the YouTube links to all the presentations and the BOF meetings, and there should be a BOF agenda, and you can see everything that happened. But also blog posts are the things to look for. Yeah, pretty much.
Good stuff. Okay, well, it sounds like you all had a really great time, and everybody had lots and lots of fun. And it also, more importantly, sounds like you got lots and lots of things done and achieved a great deal. So that's a really good result at the end of the day. Well, guys, I'm conscious of the fact we're an hour. It's an hour and a half show now, so I'm going to literally jump right out of these segues. And
Rick, don't worry. This is just a live feed. Aaron will cut it out. Aaron will cut you out from the whole show, so it will be just the amount of time that it should be. You don't have to worry that everything will stick in the actual final show. This is just a live feed where we all have fun and we try to watch what people are saying. And Jim said you got your limit of good stuff.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, 10 and we're done. That's quite good, actually. The limit of 10 of those fantastic statements that I've got. Yeah, careful, Jim. I nearly did it. Say again, Aaron.
Are you going to edit a video's interviews out too?
Oh, yeah, I should also show those. Should I show them right now on the feed?
No,
it will take too long. Okay, so I took 2 interviews at Academy. One was from the CEO of KDAB, COO and HR manager of HR director. Where's his card? COO and HR director, and his name is Jesper K. Peterson. There.
Oh yes.
That's his name and title. Okay, I took one interview of him. If you don't know what KDAB is a company that provides training and consulting and also develops applications in Qt. and I don't know if most or all, but many of the employees from KDAB are KDE developers, and they work on KDE. Yeah, okay. I got one interview from him, and I got another interview from, I'm going to just give you his title, and I'm going to let you guys guess who that is, from the godfather of Wiki to Learn. So guess who that is? Mm-hmm.
I've met him, but I can't pronounce
James
his name.
Walsh? What's his name?
Ricardo.
Yeah, finally, Riccardo Iaconelli.
Oh, okay.
That name I can pronounce because it's Latin. Okay, so I got these two interviews. They've been recorded, edited, they're all done to be published. I waited for you guys to confirm that everything is okay. I don't have to cut anything out or put anything more in. Yeah, and I'm gonna publish those. We're gonna publish those as separate videos, like we did last Academy. We're gonna publish those as separate videos from the show, so you can just watch them over there. Okay. No more time filling. Go ahead, Rick, with whatever you are gonna do.
All right. Okay, so, well, it's been fantastic having everybody come along to the show. It is great, as always, to be back, especially after the summer, and we do apologize for this show being a couple of weeks late. We will put this back on schedule, so it'll be the first Wednesday in the month, so that'll be the 5th of October, so just a couple of weeks, and we'll be back together for the next Kubuntu Podcast show. In the meantime, then you can get in touch with us here at kubuntu.org. Go and visit our website. You can catch us on irc.freenode.net in #Kubuntu channel. Of course, via our Telegram groups and Telegram channel for news, the Kubuntu News channel, and of course all of our social media feeds on Google+, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Our preferred method to get in touch with us is either follow us and send us messages and feedback on Google+. We always check Google+ before the show, so that's definitely the way to get your feedback sent back to us. And of course, now that we're using full-time the YouTube live feed, you can also interact and chat with us there. And of course, we always welcome all of our community members to come and join us in the studio, the virtual big blue button, which you can find the links to that for the show as well. All right, so just remains for us to go through our outro sequence, but it's fantastic to see you guys again. I think you do need to keep that monkey hat on permanently now, Aaron, along with the System 76 shades, because you just look like the man.
I can't see. I can't see.
Wait, you look so. We're going to have to come up with an Aaron honey bun rap. The honey bun rap. Yeah, I'm going to write some lyrics for that, man, and see what I can do.
Rick, don't forget to cover our sponsors.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well done, Ovidiu. Thank you very much for that. I must not forget a very important sponsor, because we've been using a lot of their stuff in anger just recently. And what I mean by that is we've been being really productive and it's being put to great use. That company is Linode. Those guys provide an awesome VPS with super fast SSDs, data connections, and top-notch support. Now, we worked out a sponsorship for us to have a server so that we can build and package more quickly. We can also get our releases out to our users. So, go take a look. Linode provide instantly deploy and get a Linode cloud server up and running in seconds with your own choice of Linux distro resources and node location anywhere in the world. They come with SSD storage, 40 gigabit backbone network link, and Intel E5 processors. Big shout out to the guys at Linode, and thank you for working with us in the Kubuntu community and providing valuable hardware to our packaging team. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay. It's been absolutely brilliant to be back, brilliant catching up with everybody and chatting to people in the community. And it's been a really fun show, and it was great to hear so much feedback about Academy. I'm Rick Tinnis, and I'll see you soon. Over to you, Ovi.
Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Don't forget, you can join in also to help us with stuff and contribute to your favorite project, because it's your favorite project. That's why you're watching this show. And hope to see you next time. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for joining another podcast. Yes, sorry about it being later than usual, but next month we'll be on schedule, and I'm trying to see where the camera is.